Understanding Investments, a Few Minutes at a Time, by Daniel Dower, from Chapter 9, Fundamental Analysis, Issue Number 40. Debt. Debt figures into the difference between a company's ROA and ROE. A high ROE may suggest an efficient use of resources, how one uses assets and liabilities to operate their business. But debt always presents additional risks. Primarily, there is liquidity risk, especially if one fails to match durations. I'm more worried about a company's ability to refinance its debt than to make the interest payments. Borrowing short and investing long killed both Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers. It wasn't so much that they made bad investments, but when faced with a liquidity crisis, lenders would not renew maturing loans. They were forced into bankruptcy. Since interest rates often change and don't address the much larger issue of paying back principal, I often look at a company's debt in reference to their annual earnings. One of my personal early lessons, a painful but valuable experience, was realizing in late 2008 that General Electric, a bastion of American business, had so much debt that it would take 35 years of their earnings to just pay off the principal. GE and many others were in the habit of regularly issuing short-term bonds, commercial paper, to fund operations. Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy September 15, 2008. On October 13, the FDIC created the Temporary Liquidity Guarantee Program. On October 27th, the Federal Reserve created the Commercial Paper Funding Facility and said they'd buy as much of the debt as necessary to get the market functioning again. I don't know exactly how much the Fed purchased, but to put some numbers on it, in 2007, before the crisis heated up, the outstanding U.S. commercial paper market was around $2.2 trillion. Yes, with a T. By October 2008, it had shrunk to $1.6 trillion, sucking $600 billion of cash flow out of the system and pushing debt-heavy companies to the brink. In February 2009, GE reported that it had $145 billion of outstanding commercial paper, and included a footnote that the FDIC had guaranteed $22 billion. Those are not the kind of footnotes that help me sleep at night. Many global stalwarts keep their powder dry. Using proprietary metrics, I estimate Colgate-Palmolive could pay off its debt with less than 3 years of earnings, Johnson & Johnson with less than 1 year of earnings, and Coke in just over 4 years. These companies have excellent credit ratings and could borrow very cheaply, but they choose not to do so because they appreciate the many benefits of financial flexibility.